Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello, everybody. What is everybody doing today? Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. I love that emote of the cat eating the chips. Just like was popping. I don't know, yeah. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Trying to I'm in between this state of wanting to not sell my RX-7, but thinking I might have to sell it, and I'm really I don't want to sell it, and I'm kind of trying to figure out how that's gonna work. Because if I don't sell it, I don't know if I can afford to keep it. I don't know what I'm gonna do about it, chat. I'm stuck in between, I could just sell it and then just buy a bike. Yeah, I could just sell it and I could just buy a fucking motorcycle or some bullshit, right? I could buy a Goldwing. Hold on, chat. Let me look over on the Facebooks. Sell it? I don't want to though. I love that car. And then I really will have absolutely no fucking... Okay, this guy's off, but I'll literally have no car. Which I guess I already don't, so I guess it wouldn't make a difference. It wouldn't make a goddamn difference, to be honest with you, but... Oh, this thing's sick. Let's see, what else? What sort of options? Because if I sold everything, I wouldn't be able to buy a car. I don't think if I sold everything, I would have enough money to buy a car. So I think the reality is, Puck, why do you always have to open that window? I don't like it when Puck opens that window. It's like everybody could see it here now, Puck. I don't like that. M50, a car running. Let's see, because if I just sold everything, I could just buy a motorcycle, right? That would be halfway decent. Let me see here. Vehicle type, motorcycle. Wow. I really updated that to fucking vehicle. This is what I hate about Facebook chat. It's why when I go over here and I select vehicles, or I select sort by vehicles, and then it immediately shows me the car that I don't want to sell because it just fucking hates me. But apart from that, I have to select this, and then guess what? It doesn't change anything! I select motorcycles, and then it's how would you like not motorcycles? This is why I fucking hate Facebook. Garbage. What? What in the world? Why am I not typing correctly? What the fuck? Go to Craigslist! This is a ripoff, dude. This guy wants $9,000 for a Honda 500. This guy's a ripoff. You guys, I want to message this guy and be like, you're fucking stupid for asking that much money, bro. That's fucking stupid. $9,000? You could buy 1,100 for that much? If you sell it, you gain the founds and lose the... You gain... Why, chat? Why are you doing this to me? If you sell it, you gain the founds and lose the problem. What does that mean, chat? Why am I on ChatGPT? I want to go to Craigslist. Thank you. Fuck. Why did that take so goddamn long? What the fuck? This isn't even... I'm not even... Oh, okay. This is chat. I'm struggling here. What is going on here? We're struggling here. Go over here. Go to here. go here. Hide duplicates and owner only, no dealerships. Okay, and we'll go minimum $800, maximum. Actually, you know what? Minimum $300, and then maximum, we'll say, is $3,500. What kind of motorcycle can I buy for this price range? The funds. That's the problem though, is what do I get the funds for? If I sell everything I own, I will not be able to buy a car. So, I wonder, because I could sell everything I own and just buy a motorcycle that's capable of doing what I want. I just don't know what motorcycle that is. Because there's like this. I don't want that one. There's the 400T, which is kind of cool, but... CB900. Like, that's not a terrible bike. But I really don't know if I want one that's, like, old. I want, like, just a decent... And if I could find, like, a Rebel... That's the thing. If I could find, like, a Rebel 500 for that price range, then maybe it's worth it. Just to get a Rebel 500. Because I look at a lot of these bikes, and it's just, like, I don't know how many of these are realistically, like, good enough to be, like, a daily driver. Like, I don't know, man. The Kawasaki Goldwing. I don't like that. This one's actually pretty nice, though. And it's got the fairing, too. It's got a windjammer. This is actually pretty sick. Probably, I don't know if I'd want that one, though. Really, if I could just get, like, a Rebel 500. It's not... There's not a single Rebel 500 on Facebook or on Craigslist for under... Alright, well, shit. Oh well. The question is, do I do that? Do I make that decision? Do I just go all the way? Do I just go all the way motorcycle? Because you should always have some money saved up for any reason? What the fuck? What year are you living in? 1980? Bro, this is 2026. No one has savings, bro. It isn't Astra Day. Just do it, Astra. Astra has love and hate relationship with Facebook Marketplace. I really do, because it's like, it's great, because that's where all the things are being sold, but I just don't understand why it doesn't work. Like, it just doesn't work. Like, I'll tell it to show me a specific type of vehicle, and then it will just say, no. And I'll be just like, what? It's fucking annoying, bro. It's fucking annoying. Fucking annoying. Maybe if I look up specifically a Rebel 500, then I could find something. Rebel 500. It's like, here's a Rebel 500 for not super much, right? Like, if I got... Here's that one, $3,500. What can I buy for $3,500? Is the question, right? For a couple that are that price, okay. So this is a 500. So this is like $3,700. It's a Rebel 500. It's not super. Like, this is not a bad bike. So it's like, if I sold my RX-7 for, let's say I sold my RX-7 for $3,000, which I think that's fair, right? Let's say I sold it for $3,000, and then I sold my 2-box. I could afford this if I sold both the RX-7 and the E30. If I sold this, if I sold both of those. It just keeps showing me FBs now, and it's like, the last thing I want to see is an FB on my fucking timeline, bro. The last thing I want to see is that car. Oh, this is a 300. 300. 300. This is actually kind of cool. Oh, it's a fucking silver wing, basically. That's interesting. Really, this... Oh, no, never mind. I thought that wasn't the DCT. Why do so many people buy the DCT? Like, I genuinely don't understand. Why is there so many DCT models available on, like, Facebook? Like, if I go to fucking Facebook Marketplace and I look up Rebel 1100, 90% of the listings for 1100s on Facebook Marketplace are DCTs. I don't understand it. Who's buying this shit? Who unironically looks at a DCT and thinks, yeah, I want that. There can't be that many people with wrist problems. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. That had to be one of the dumbest things you said in a while, child. What? What did I say? What did I say? What? That no one has money saved up? Dude, you know how many people live paycheck to paycheck? Like, a lot. Like, I would say most people live paycheck to paycheck. Reality check. Most people don't have a major savings in their lives. Yeah, so yeah, I think this is the same one I found. It's like, this is like a not a bad bike, right? Like, this one right here, like, it's a Rebel 500, it's $3,700. This is not a bad fucking deal, right? I really don't want the 500. I want the 1100. But, like, is this really capable of doing what I want it to do? I don't fucking know, man. I really don't know. I really don't know. It is nice looking, though. I do like the Rebel 500. I think it's a nice looking bike. I just really want the 1100, but I don't think I can afford the 1100, so... I don't know, man. Hello, Jim the Dragonator. Doesn't seem too bad. It doesn't seem too bad. I just don't know what to do about it, because it's like, I really don't want to sell the RX-7. I have a lot of sentimental attachment to that car, and it would really fucking hurt to sell it. I don't think I can afford to keep it. Is my only problem. Like, I genuinely don't think I can afford to keep it. It's like, fuck, dude. And then I just straight up don't have a car at all. Ay. It's okay, chat. I really just need to get the Prince bike up and running, and I'll just drive that. Like, I feel like at this point, I just need to get that thing running. You don't live paycheck to paycheck? What do you mean I don't live paycheck to paycheck? I sure as shit don't have, like, a lot of extra savings. Most months, if I had to pay a double rent month, like if I had to pay at rent like a couple days after I paid rent, I wouldn't be able to do it. I think most people live paycheck to paycheck. It's like, as far as I know, that's like that's how it goes for most people. It's pretty normal, I think. I mean, am I wrong? Does everyone out here have like a savings that has like thousands of dollars in it? Say anything about major savings? I said it's a good thing to have some money saved up, unless you believe any kind of money is a major thing. I mean, define major money. I'm saying if you have a couple $1,000s saved up in your bank account, then you're doing good. Then you're doing real good. Like, that's like, if you have $2,000, that's just, you have that as a cushion, that it's just like there, that you just have it as a cushion, you're doing really good. Like, that is impressive in my mind. Maybe I'm just like bad with money or something, but like I haven't had that kind of like cushion in a long time. You define it? I didn't say it, you did? But are you saying that normal people have $2,000 in their savings account? I don't think they do. I think normal people are living paycheck to paycheck, as in they can't afford rent until they get their paycheck. I think that's how most people, especially non-homeowners, like if you own a home, I think probably the chances of you having like a good amount in savings goes up like significantly. Especially for like young people like me who don't own a home and are just renting. It's just like, yeah, I mean, that's the way it is. If I had like a decent enough savings account, I probably wouldn't be worrying about not having a car, but here we are. I'd probably not worry about getting my RX-7 down here and actually making it drivable, but here we are. Should be a seller in a vehicle market. Seller in a vehicle market? Do you mean a seller in a buyer's market? Huh. Alright, well. I don't know, chat. I just need to get... I don't know what to do about this spacer, though. I maybe have to call, like, the mechanic to see if they can just order me one, because I don't know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to buy a whole other wheel for the bike just to get the spacer, which seems so fucking bullshit. Like, I'm gonna have to spend, like, $100 on a new wheel just because I can't find the spacer individually? That's bullshit, dude. That's fuck. Oh, shit. See here. It's the same one. Oh, see here, chat. This is what I really need. I know I've shown this before, but my god. Every time I see this on Facebook, it's like, this thing is so fucking nice. Look at this beautiful, beautiful machine. Oh, that shit is so fucking clean, dude. Oh. What does the inside look like, though, I wonder? Oh my god, that hand. A Yamaha XR900 for $1,500. This is like not a 9. That is not the right price for that. Oh, I hate that. I hate that one. I hate that one a lot. That one is terrible. I hate that one. It's like a 500 for 5,000. I just don't want to spend $5,000, man. That's just ugh. What the is that a Famicom? What the fuck is that? It's a Commodore. Is that a Commodore? Crazy, bro. Your baby girl. I grew up in the world that believes to be. Well, hold on. I grew up in what the world believes to be the slum ghetto of New York. I know what paycheck to paycheck is. Leaves no paycheck to paycheck. Starting working at 9 years old because of it. Wait. I grew up in what the world believes to be a slum ghetto. I know what it is to leave no paycheck to paycheck. I started working at 9 years old because of it. Okay, but what are you implying? I don't understand what you're mad about, Cuddle Bear. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just said that, like, most people live paycheck to paycheck. I'm defining paycheck to paycheck as in you can't pay rent until you get paid, right? Like, let's say you're working in you have a job and you own an apartment and you have to pay $1,500 a month on the apartment and you have $800 in your account, and then you have to wait until Friday until you get your paycheck to be able to pay rent. That's paycheck to paycheck. You can't pay rent until you get your paycheck. That's what living paycheck to paycheck is. Most people don't have $2,000 extra in their account because that would mean they don't have to live paycheck to paycheck because they can pay rent without getting their paycheck, right? What am I missing here, Cuddle Bear? What am I missing? But Derek, I can't go to the P.O. box very easily, man. I can't just go to the P.O. box. That's why I tell people not to send shit to the P.O. box. I did not say send shit to the P.O. box. I can't go there, man. It's hard. It's hard out here. It's a struggle. We're on the struggle bus, chat. It's fucking Struggleville Central. I do need to get to the P.O. box. I just don't know how I'm gonna do it. It's rough out here, chat. You said it was a small box, right? I don't know, man. It's always scary. Like, I never know if I can actually get it if I go there. Like, the fear is that I go over there and I look at the box and then I realize I can't bring it home on my bike. And that sucks, because it's like 15 minutes away. I got to drive like 15 minutes away just to find out. More than likely a bag. Okay, well, I'll look. I'll see if it's just a bag. I can see it. I know sometimes they ship things in just like a box, like a square box, and that, I don't know how I could get that home if it's just like a box like that. Isn't the bike dangerous? Yeah! It is indeed a bad idea to drive that bike in any capacity. But hey, it's the only thing I have that drives, so I gotta go to the P.O. box, chat. Yes, the bike is dangerous, but I gotta go to the P.O. box. Well, I don't even know if I can fit it in the backpack. Like, especially like certain boxes, like especially if it's a really big box, like it might not even be able to fit in. I mean, maybe I could just open it there, and then I could just like put the clothes in my backpack or some shit. Maybe I can do that. I can't borrow Momster's car anymore. She has different working hours. She's only off on the weekends when the P.O. box is closed. Now you're thinking? I might be able to do that, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll try to go there tomorrow. We'll see. Also depends if it's raining. If it's raining, I just straight up can't drive the bike. Why not reinstall the DoorDash box to the bike? Because I don't want to drive that bike I want to drive that bike as little as humanly possible. It's like I don't actively want to go and drive that bike. Like it's not safe. Like it's genuinely not safe to ride that motorcycle, chat. Should I go outside and take a picture of my tread just so you can see what I'm working with? Maybe I'm just freaking out over nothing. Maybe it's totally fine. Maybe Shoto would be able to look at it and be able to say like, oh no, that's fine. But as far as I know, and I know a good amount about tires. Those tires are not safe to drive on, dude. Should I go take a picture of it, chat? Should I go see? Maybe I am just like overthinking it. Maybe I should just like put the fucking thing on. But I didn't do DoorDash when I had the chance. I feel like I don't think I would do well at DoorDash. I think I'm too antisocial. Are tires important? Let's find out, chat. Let's find out together. Losing traction on rear tire motorcycle. Let's see if this is it. Why can I not adjust the volume? Why do you do this to me, YouTube? No, you can't adjust the volume until you actually press play, and then you can adjust the volume because YouTube hates usability. Let's see if this is it. Yeah, see, he hit the gravel. So you can see basically what I'm talking about here. This guy, right? You can see this patch of gravel on the ground here. He hits that, and his rear tire just loses traction for a second. And when your rear tire loses traction, this is what happens. Right? It pretty much, you go straight down. It's not quite as bad if your front tire loses traction. Like, if your front tire loses traction, it's way worse. Because your front tire, if your rear loses traction, you can actually get it back. Because if you're, like, going... Like, if you're driving your motorcycle and you hit the rear brakes too hard and you block up your rear tire, you can actually save it. But the scary thing is, if you lose traction on your rear tire and then you let off the brake before you're back in line with yourself, you do what's called a high side. And so you catch, the rear tire will catch traction again while the bike is off angle. And then you do that. It's really not good. But yeah, no, basically, tires are very important, and basically, they're flexible, which is what gives them their grip, right? They're squishy. So when you push them on the when they make contact with the ground, they're being squished a little bit. So there's a lot more contact area. When tires get older, they get dry rotted and stiff. And so they lose that ability to deform once they contact the ground. So they actually have less surface area once they get older and more stiff. And so there's just overall less traction with older tires that are stiff. The other problem is when you have when they're so old and they're so dry that they're dry rotted, that's when you know it's really bad. So not only are my tires dry rotted, they have very little tread. And tread is what allows like oil and like debris and water to get out from under your tire. So like on a drag sled, you have no tread on drag tires because they are 100% grip. 100% of the time. They want the maximum amount of surface area connecting the ground. But the thing is, on a drag strip, you can kind of guarantee that you're not going to have any adverse conditions on the road. On the real road, there's gravel, there's dirt, there's water, there's oil, and if your tire goes over those things, they get trapped under the tire, and that basically makes it so wherever that oil is under the tire, you don't have surface area connection. So you don't have that traction. And so basically what side sights and tread does is it allows that water and oil to kind of get pushed into those tread things, and then that gets pushed out. So you still get contact with the pavement, right? That's why tread is really, really important. Without that, it's basically like your tire is sitting on oil or water, which basically makes it have no traction on the pavement at all, right? That's kind of like the problem with having bad tires. So every time I drive that motorcycle, essentially, I'm just really, 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 really trying to be careful about it. Because I just have significantly reduced traction than I normally should. To the point where any normal person with a motorcycle would say, I wouldn't drive that bike because the tires are bad. But no, I gotta put the money into this Prince bike instead. My bad, touching a big fucking nerve. I didn't understand what you mean, and I don't disagree. I just feel that if you have the ability to move forward by giving up something else so that it's possible is a possible unliftable anchor, then it's your best interest to cut ties and possibly make better situation doing so, and then you have to have some money aside, and my reason is a good thing. Yeah, that's understandable, but you also don't understand, like, it doesn't take into account the sentimental value. I mean, that was my first car, and it means the world to me. That car, honestly, I know for 100%, if I sell that car, I'm gonna regret it, probably for the rest of my life. It's not even like oh, I just missed that car. It's like, that car means a lot to me, right? Like, it means a great deal to me. So if I sold it, I basically have to just take that suck and just eat it. And then, not only that, but it's not even gonna sell for that much money. So it's not like, if I could just sell that car and then just get another car because of it, if it was like the RX-7 was preventing me from getting into a car, that's one thing where I could say, well, maybe it's worth that emotional distress. But I can't even buy another car with that. If I sell both of my cars and my Honda Rebel, I still can't buy a car. So it's basically the option is, do I sell my Honda Rebel, my E30, and my RX-7 so that I can get a motorcycle that's safe-ish. Like a safe motorcycle. Like, I think that's partially an oxymoron, so... 400 emergency. About 63% of the U.S. adults say they could cover it. 3 months of experience. Only 46 to 55% of Americans have enough set aside. No emergency savings at all. 19 to 24%. Yeah, a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck. Like, $400 emergency fund is like 47%, almost half of the US population doesn't have $400 for an emergency. Is fucking crazy. Nature of torque and momentum means that as soon as you start braking, the weight is primarily on the front, so the rear will break static friction pretty easily, but if the front brakes, you're truly skidding. Yeah. That looks like more like losing front tire grip than back tire grip. Well, you gotta think, if your back tire is like, you know, if you're leaning, right? You're leaning and your back tire goes under, it's just, your whole bike is just gonna immediately tip over. Which is what happened in that one video, but... yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do about it. It's like, it's annoying. I kind of wish that I hadn't bought the Rebel. It's like, I love the Rebel, like, I really do, but I kind of wish I hadn't gotten it, just because it's like... I would not have bought it if I knew the tires were this bad. I really should have inspected the tires better. It's just, it got kind of ripped off a little bit, I think. It is what it is, though, chat. That's my thing, though. I don't know. Even if I sell everything, I don't know what I'm gonna buy, like, to replace it. Maybe I just don't buy anything. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know, chap. Everything will turn out fine. I mean, we'll see. Everything will turn out. That's for sure. Everything will turn out. Whether it turns out fine or not. Well, it's just why I wear gear when I go out riding, so if my rear tire gives up, at least I'll have some padding. At least I'll have some skid protection. Sell all but the RX-7 and start looking for something with whatever you get and start putting the money into the fund, I suppose. That's the problem, is like, even if I sold everything and the RX-7, I still don't have enough to really do anything with it. Hot kitty. And that's the other thing, is like, I might have to sell the RX-7. It might not even be like an option, because it's like, it's got to get moved soon, and so I really can't just keep it where it's at. And so basically, because of that, I have to, like, do something with it soon. And it's either, like, the question is, if I sell my toolbox for $2,000, which is looking like what that toolbox is going to sell for, is about $2,000. If I sell it for that much, then I can spend $1,000 getting it. No, actually, probably. If I sold the toolbox for $2,000, it would basically be just enough money for me to get my car home. Basically, I sell the toolbox and I get the car home, and that's it. That's sort of what I'm looking at. But then if I get the car home, then I still have a lot of shit that I gotta do to it. And I don't think it's gonna be able to be a daily driver just immediately. But then it's like, well, shit. Do I even do that? Do I even put up with that? I don't know, man. I don't know. Just gonna plug in a hybrid, but then I realized just keep my gas car and buy a used piece of shit EV to put around town short range. And I just burn gas when I want to go somewhere far. I mean, that's fair. I don't know. Cars are overrated, chat. They are certainly overrated. The landlord's not in love with broken cars. He's not. He is not in love with broken cars. Like, I could bring that RX-7 here, but it might get me kicked out. And again, I just don't see myself, like, actually getting that much money out of it. It's like, I can't... I don't know if it's really gonna get me that much money. Golf cart? Yeah, I'll just drive a golf cart around. Puts her around on a golf cart. I just complained about how my motorcycle can't do 70 miles an hour, and it's like, oh, I'll just get a golf cart instead. That will solve my problems. Can you imagine getting a golf cart to be able to go 80? Just imagine going 80 miles an hour on a golf cart. That'd be crazy. Planning on driving it to Florida, or are you trailering it? Well, if I do bring it down here, I would have it shipped. So I would just... It would be about $900 to ship it down here. The problem is I would have to immediately put new tires in it. I'd have to immediately put new batteries in it. And between those two, that's looking at about 500 bucks. At least. Between the batteries and the tires, I'm looking at a minimum of 500 bucks. So that means I'm in total for about $1,500 before I've even done any work to the car. So the car has an old fucking carburetor, and it's been sitting for 3 years, so who knows if that carburetor needs to come off and get cleaned. It really needs a different carburetor. It's not a good carburetor for the car in the first place. It really needs a whole bunch of shit, and I can't... I don't know. I can't do anything with it. But, like, I've literally always, like, told myself I would never sell that car. So it's hard for me to, like, want to sell it, because I really don't want to. But, like... The Leaf goes 80, it just can't do that for very long. I would never buy a Leaf, dude. The Nissan Leaf? What are you, insane? Buying a fucking... a Leaf? Who in their right mind buys a car named a Leaf? What the fuck, man? Back in the day, we used to have cool cars, you know? Firehawk. The Pontiac Firebird. What do you drive? I drive a Firebird. I drive a Barracuda. I drive a I drive a Mustang. I drive a Cobra. What do you drive? I drive a Leaf. I drive a Leaf. What's 4K? My actual car is an Impreza, which is way more fun to drive, but the Leaf does the job. Even 4K, I wouldn't buy especially a hybrid for that much. I wouldn't buy that, but you know, if it works for you, then that's fine. Hello, Puck. Pure EV and drives, well, the range is just shit. Yeah, because it's a pure EV. Don't ever buy an electric vehicle for $4,000, dude. Like, if you like it, though, I mean, that's more power to you. Like, I'm not trying to vehicle shame you, but I would never buy an electric vehicle. I thought you were a speed demon. I'm not honestly a speed. I'm not really that. I don't speed that much, to be honest with you. It doesn't hug the road like the Subaru. It does not. And it has no range. And once that battery goes bad in that thing, that car is a giant paperweight. Good luck selling a $4,000 EV that you bought for $4,000 that no longer has a working battery. I have enough solar panels to drive it for free, $99 though. I mean, that's not terrible. If you have solar panels, you can drive it for free. Then if you're only driving it around town, I guess that makes more sense. I'd honestly, at that point, rather just buy one of those homemade EV trucks. Hello, Puck. I had an old rarity, a 69 Pontiac GTO, and do you regret getting rid of it? fucking do. See? You see my case in point? Case in point, chat. I know, there's a part of me that just wants to try and keep the RX-7. If I could keep the RX-7, maybe I just do it, you know? Maybe I just make it work. Maybe I just fucking do it. Just suffer the consequences. Maybe that's what I do, chat. I don't know. I have an 80s Trans Am with a T-top. That's fucking cool, man. It's like, I don't want to... I feel like if I get rid of this car, I will 100% be one of those old fucking assholes that's like, yeah, I used to have a cool car, then I got rid of it. Should have never gotten rid of that car. It's like, I feel like I know I'm gonna regret getting rid of it if I do get rid of it. So it's like, do I get rid of it? Do I really? Fuck, what do you think? Fuck thinks that, she needs more snuggles. The puck ball is growing nicely, though. It's growing, chat. The ball-o puck. Ball-o puck. Balo Mugi is there too, but she doesn't shed as much, so it's growing slowly. It's not growing as fast. Hey, keep your dream car? I mean, I might just do that, especially if it's not in a bad. You need a place in Iowa you can move it to? Not really, that's the problem. So I have to get it here. The big issue I think is the volume. Especially if it runs and drives. I know I can get it running pretty easily, and I know I can get it driving pretty easily. So honestly, like, if I really think about it, if I sell that RX-7, I can't get a car to replace it with. If I get that RX-7 down here, at least I have a car. It doesn't have AC. It's very temperamental. But it does start and drive pretty much every time I turn the key. So there is that aspect of, like, it is, so far in my life, that has been the most reliable car I've ever owned. So, there is that. And maybe what I just need to do is I need to just stick a fucking, like, muffler on it and then weld up some holes in the exhaust, and then I'm good to go. Like, maybe that's what I do. Maybe I go up to Iowa. Maybe I sell the toolbox for $2,000. I go up to Iowa. I put some money into the RX-7. I put a new battery in it, put new tires on it. And I weld up the exhaust a little bit. Maybe invest in a whatchamacallit, a muffler, and then I'll ship it down here, and then it will just be, it won't be my daily driver, but at least it will offset the motorcycles, and at least at that point I would have something that's safe to drive. That might be the play, though. That might be not a bad idea. Is that not a bad idea? Hairballs are not creepy at all. Dude, what do you mean they're creepy? They're not creepy. If you had as much fucking cat hair laying around as I do, you gotta find something to do with it. It'd be a waste not to turn it into a hat. Into a tiny hat. It's like an Astra adventure. I feel like that's a better idea, if I'm being honest. Because I really don't want to sell that RX-7. Man, I love that car, and I do not want to get rid of it. So maybe I just don't. Maybe that's the key, is I just don't. First car was a 1977 Chevy Nova 2-door. It was a shit box. I don't miss it. I seen Chevy, a 77 Chevy Nova, though. That's a pretty cool car. A 2-door Chevy Nova. I think my dad had a 4-door Chevy Nova when he was a kid, and that's not as cool. But a 2-door 77 Nova. Like, this is a cool fucking car. Like, are you sure you don't regret, like, you sure you don't regret not having this thing? Honestly, it's not the coolest car in the world. I'm not even gonna argue. It's not that cool. Not gonna lie. It's not the coolest. But it's a classic. It's a classic now. So like, it is a classic. The 77 I think is a bad year though. It doesn't look very cool. I don't like the 77 model year. Back was half rusted to shit. Maybe. Astra vlogging as he travels. I could be a travel vlogging YouTuber, chat. That'd be sick. With a 305 V8, not bad. It's not a small block Chevy. Seeing Astra's turning into a crazy cat lady. What do you mean turning into one? Sounds like a wonderful idea. My 69 Pontiac got replaced over time by a 2022 Toyota Corolla. Do you like the 2020 Corolla or the 69 Pontiac better though? Because if I had the choice of having a 69 Pontiac versus a 2020 Corolla, I'm picking the Pontiac every single time. 1969 Ford LTD 2-door. It's just like, shit, dude. Classic cars are just better. Just better. They just are. I need to save that RX-7. I need to save it. You know what, chat? I'm feeling. You know what? I feel a little bit better about this conversation, chat. I've worked through this. I think I'm gonna keep the RX-7. I think I'm not gonna sell it because you know what? Fuck it. I don't want to sell it. I know I'm gonna regret it if I sell it, and if I do sell it, then I 100% don't have a car. At least now. If I sell the toolbox for $2,000 and then use that money to get it home, and then I sell the BMW for $1,500 and use that to finish the bike, then I have one car and one bike, and between the two, I should be able to daily have a pretty good set. Because like, at least if I need to go to the PO box, I can take the RX-7. If I need to go anywhere else that's further away or needs any amount of gas, I can take the bike, and then I'm good. That might be the play, chat. That might be the fucking play. That might be the play. Okay, dark green with a black rag top. Hell yeah, dude. Sometimes you do what you have to do. Trans Am had a 305 8-cylinder tune port fuel injected motor and a Corvette. That car flew. None of my cars have ever been fast, but you know, I do like my RX-7. I don't know, chat. I don't know, chat. We'll see what happens. I need to get this fucking motorcycle finished. That's what I really need to do, is I need to get it done. I guess what I really need to do is I need to start calling places to see if they can fix my fucking tire or my wheel. Is eBay not loading at all? It's crazy, chat. I actually have this thing specifically. I literally have this exact same tube tester, except mine's probably better, but you know. Just look at this car, chat. I really like this car. Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'm just being sentimental, but now I don't want to. Now I'm thinking, fuck it. Now I'm thinking, fuck it. Fuck it. I want to get this. Got VGA out. Wait, is that an S-cart? Oh my god, does that have S-cart in? Serial. That might be an S-cart. No way. Honestly, I fuck with the Twilight statue. I fuck with that. I fuck with the Twilight statue. Oh my god. Holy shit, chat. The Pod Racer arcade? That's actually like fucking sick. Now this is pod racing. Now this is actually super cool. Call them to get your title Monday. I'll probably will call them. It doesn't matter anyway. Like, I'm not super worried about it because I don't. It doesn't drive yet, and it will probably not be able to fucking you know, drive before Monday. Not like I'm gonna need the title before Monday, but you know, it is what it is. I feel like if cool Busty, I feel like if I say that, you're gonna hit me with like a D's nuts joke. If I repeat that question, if I say that out loud, you're gonna be like, are you gonna suck on this dick? Why do I feel like that? Why do I feel like that's a trap you've just laid for me? Why do I feel like that's a trap? I think that's a trap, chat. Not the good kind either. only 1% of Astra's problems are gender, the rest are correlated. I don't know if I'd say that. Astra's sneaky. Oh, the person for the Prince title. Yeah, I mean, well, the thing about the Prince title is I just need to call them, and because I have a whole bunch of like papers that say I bought it and say that this person sold it to me at this time, and he signed it, and I signed it, and everything signed it. I hope I didn't get scammed or anything, but I just need to call them. It's ridiculous it's been this long. It's been months since I've gotten that thing, and I just need to call them and be like, listen, I do not have this title yet, and I need this title. But, like, the bike doesn't drive right now anyway. So, like, I have to fucking figure out what I'm doing. I guess I'm not allowed to go to eBay right now, which sucks. But, like, if I go to Honda CM400 front wheel. Oh, I guess now Facebook works. Alright, well, whatever. I don't want a rear wheel, I want a front wheel. Yeah, 65 bucks, 85 bucks right here. For a new, what the fuck? For a new wheel, essentially. And it would have pretty much everything I need. It has the new bearings, and it has the new spacer. I don't actually know if I like it as much. It'd be kind of nice to have a spare wheel, if I'm being honest. So maybe I just buy this, because then I'd have a spare. Wait, maybe I'd buy this one instead, because this one's 18 inches, right? The front wheel is 18 inches. So maybe I buy this one. This one's 19 inches. So that's not going to work. Fuck! M400 black front. This one's front. It's like the same price. I just need the spacer in the middle. Like, literally the only thing, a part of this that I need is the fucking spacer. So if I just buy this, and then just take it to the fucking dude and be like, put a new goddamn wheel bearing in this. Please, God. I think that just works. It's the spacer in the wheel that I need. That's all I need. But they don't sell the spacer individually. Like, you can't just buy the spacer, apparently. It would literally be more expensive to just buy the spacer. Fit check. I'll do a fit check in a second. Did you possess something 18 inches, Astra? I learned, well, while ago stockpiling parts before they fail, unless you need a regular replacement, unless usually backfires. I learned a while ago stockpiling parts before they fail, unless you need regular replacements, usually backfires. What do you mean backfires? Why would it backfire? Does it have a spare wheel? I mean, I guess I wouldn't hopefully ever need a spare wheel, but if I ever hit like a rock or a curb or something that dented, like just ruined the wheel, I could at least have another one that's spare. But I guess that doesn't matter. Maybe if this fucker would sell me his CM450 or his CB450, then I could just, you know, rock with that. But the Nighthawk, it's still listed. It's still 150 bucks. Like, if only this guy would just sell me this thing. And then I would have the wheels, 2 spare wheels. I'd have a whole bunch of other bullshit. And then I would have the 450 engine that I want. Unironically wearing that in public. Imagine unironically wearing that shit in public, man. Oh my god. Oh, I've always wanted one of these prison CRTs, dude. These are cool. Don't work, needs fixed. You still want 60 bucks for it and it doesn't even fucking work? Maybe I'll lowball him. Alright, hold on, let me do a fit check. I think it's a cute fit this night, you know? It's like, I like this top, I like this skirt, I think it works well. I've been wearing a lot of dresses recently, so I wanted to not wear a dress. Fastest way you can get to a drive is to get the title, then you can worry about getting it drivable. Well, it doesn't matter if I have the title. If I have the title, but it doesn't have wheels on it, it's not gonna make a difference. I can't drive... The title doesn't make it drivable. The title doesn't make it drivable. It's not gonna magically do that. I will call them tomorrow, though. Because I feel I need to get that. I need to, like, start getting on their ass about it. Like, if I just keep getting on their ass, then they'll have to do something. But I'm literally, like, gonna call them and be like, what the fuck is the deal? You said this was getting in the mail weeks ago, and it's still not here. But, you know. It's a very cute look on you. Oh, thank you. Tummy time. Yeah, we'll see, chat. I just need to get this. I might be able to just call, like, a shop, and they might just be able to get that part for me. But I have to just call the shop, and maybe I can call around and see what I can do about it, and see who I can, if anybody can do that. I have a couple people that I can call and see if they can do that job. We'll see. We'll see. That might be the play. Otherwise, I just need to do that. But even then, it's like I won't have enough money to afford that. It really sucks, chat, because there's like this Burning Man tickets that I want to buy, but I'm just like, that's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna have to like wait to buy the tickets for Burning Man, and then I'm gonna have to spend a lot more money on them. That shit might not happen. That shit might not happen. But then it's like I have to pay rent. But then I also have to pay probably close to $200 to $300 to have the wheels taken care of. And then I can put it on the back, on the bike. And then it still might have problems because I need a new battery for it still. And it might need new cables, which I would have to custom make or have custom made cables for it. Projects are fun, chat. Listen, Vanna, they know what they're talking about. It makes it easier to get tags to the bike. Well, yeah, I know. I'm gonna have the title. Like, I'm getting the title. I'm not gonna not get the title. But the problem is it's supposed to already have, it's supposed to come with the tags. It's not supposed to be, like, that's the thing, is they're a dealership, and so they're trying to do everything themselves, but I don't know. It's weird. But either way, it's like, again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't drive right now. It's sitting on a jack stand with no tires, so it's not in a position to be drivable. Even if I had the title and fully registered and everything, it's not able to go out on the road at the moment. At least not until I get those tires put on. Because if I did put those tires on, honestly, the only thing left to do other than... Because the cables, I think, will work. Like, I think right now they will work. They might not be correct, but they would work at least for enough that I could drive it around a little bit, right? So basically, the only thing I have to take care of is the brakes. And I think that I have the new master cylinder, I have the new lines, so I think the brakes are fine. So once I get the new tires and the new wheel bearings put in, really, I just have to put that back in the bike, and then I could probably just drive it. Right? The exhaust still needs to be welded up, but I could just not have the exhaust hooked up, and it would just work, right? So I don't know, man. Maybe I just need to call around, because maybe it's not as expensive as I think it's gonna be. Like, I'm preparing mentally for it to be like 300 bucks. But maybe it wouldn't cost that much. Maybe it'd be cheaper. I guess I just need to call around and ask what people are actually doing with it. Master cylinder. Honestly, it is pretty sick, though. It is a nice bike. It is a pretty cool bike. Yeah, the more I'm thinking about it, I think I have a bike that's good, and I know once this bike is done, though, chat, it's gonna be fucking, like, gone through. Like, once I get those tires done, it will have new tires, new wheel bearings, new clutch, adjusted the timing chain, adjusted the tensioner chain, adjust the fucking like I'll have adjusted the valves, rebuilt the carburetor, put new handlebars, new gauges, and new chain and sprockets. So like it's gonna be like fucking done up. Like it's gonna be pretty good. Like once that everything's done, it's gonna be a pretty decent little bike, and it's gonna be good for a while. So I don't know, man. I think like honestly, if I just get that bike up and running, and maybe even sell the Rebel, maybe even sell like the Rebel and the if I sold the Rebel and the BMW, that's like $3 grand right there. And then if I use the money from selling the toolbox to get the RX-7 down, I have $3 grand I can put into the RX-7 to make it not suck. I could buy a new engine for that almost, right? Like I might even be able to find a new engine to put in the car for $3 grand. If I did all of that, I could end up in a position where I have a RX-7 with a brand new engine and a motorcycle that's really cool. So the only problem would then be that the RX-7 does not have AC. And at that point, I'll just drive the motorcycle. That might be a plan, chat. That might be a good plan. That might be a good way of doing it. That might be a good way of doing it. That might be the plan. Because I really don't want to sell that fucking car, man. I really don't want to sell that fucking car. Maybe I just don't. Maybe I just don't sell the car. Maybe I just keep it. Maybe steps to get a reliable vehicle. You've never looked cuter? Oh, thank you. It's a very cute look. I know, I like it. I like this top. I like the skirt combo. It's a good combo. I might go to McDonald's after the night stream. I might go to McDonald's. I think it's a McDonald's kind of night. You know, chat. You know when it's like a McDonald's kind of night. I'm thinking it's a McDonald's kind of night. Have you tried your car donating to a monster truck rally for 10K? Are you? That has got to be the worst thing you could have possibly said to me. That is so sad. Why would I ever do that? Have you thought about basically throwing away a thing that means a lot to you emotionally? Have you you know that like sentimental item that you have that means like a shit ton to you? Have you ever thought about seeing it crushed by a truck just for the fuck of it? Have you ever just thought about that? Why? Why do you gotta do that to me, man? That's so fucking sad. First of all, a monster truck rally is not gonna pay you $10,000 for your piece of shit car. Why on earth would a monster truck rally pay you $10,000 to crash your car when they could buy a different car for literally $1,000 that would do the same thing? At least 5K? No, what are you talking about? At least 5K? No. What fucking monster truck rally is spending 5K per non-running vehicle? What are you talking about? A monster truck rally is just gonna go to fucking eBay and buy all the piece of shit $1,000 like shit boxes. What are you talking about? And taking a classic car, a classic collectible car, and donating it to a monster truck rally? That's gotta be some, like, heinous, like, shit. What are you talking about? McDonald's has lowered their price for a few McValue items, McDouble, 4-piece nugget, and Droid free nuggies today. Oh, nice. $17 for 10 weeks, not better than 7-Eleven. $17 for 10 wings? Where? Chicken wings from Zaxby's suck and are too expensive. Well, oh yeah, Zaxby's. Chicken wings are one of those items where it's becoming harder and harder to buy it at a restaurant. Like, I've had some wings at a couple restaurants. There's a couple restaurants near me that have some pretty good wings. But I don't really go there that often because it's very expensive for what you get. It's very expensive for what you get. And the wings themselves, I prefer the wings that I make. Like, if I had the wings that I made and the wings that you can get at a restaurant in front of me, I'd choose my wings every day. So it's like, I would just rather do my wings. But if I didn't know how to make my own wings, it'd probably be a lot like the burrito situation, where I wouldn't eat a lot of chicken wings if I didn't know how to make them myself. I must have left the drive-thru after I placed my order. Like, you should have, man. Thinking about your financial struggles outside of the box. It's just like... It's like if you had an artist and they put their heart and soul into making a piece of art, and they're debating whether or not they want to sell it or not. And someone mentions to them that they should sell it to a guy who destroys paintings for fun. Just because of the money. It's like, bro. That's so hard. That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up. And by the way, there's no way that a monster truckers rally is paying $5,000 per car. Not a chance in hell that they're paying $5,000 per car. Where did you get that number from, bro? Why would they ever pay more than the market value for a car? Why? Hello, Puck. Hello. Would you? No! I would not! Would not sell my fucking RX-7 to a monster truck rally where it just gets crushed. Where it just gets fucking decimated. My fucking car that I have so much emotional attachment to. Just, you know, oh, I'll just get rid of it and sell it to a monster truck rally where it literally just gets crushed for others' enjoyment. Like, I feel like a piece of me would be in that car. I feel like if I saw a monster truck crush my RX-7, it would feel like a piece of my heart got crushed with that truck too. And I don't think I'd ever be okay. I don't think I'd ever recover from that. I see your question. As cute as you look in the outfit, would you go out and spend an entire day in a dress in it? Depends on who I'm with and where I'm going. I would like to, honestly. Like, a part of me wants to. But then there's another part of me that would be really self-conscious. And I just probably wouldn't because of that. But, like, where am I gonna go and with who? Like, you know, I'm not going out with my grandparents dressed like this. That's for goddamn sure. I'm not going out with my mom dressed like this. I could go somewhere with BV, but we don't really go that many places, if I'm being honest. Pull that number out of thin air. Why did you even suggest it then? You're not gonna make 7. Let me just, you know what? Let's figure this out. Let's figure this out, chat. How much does a monster truck rally typically spend on the cars that get crushed? The answer is surprisingly little. The cars that get crushed are usually very cheap or even free. Typical cost per crushed car. Most events use junkyard or scrap vehicles that are already totaled. Donated by local scrapyards or bought very cheaply for destruction. A junk car might cost between $100 and $500 each. So yes, I will take my beloved RX-7 that's worth probably around $4,000, sell it to a monster truck rally for $200 so that they can crush it in front of me and I can watch my hopes and dreams die. That is a terrible. Why would you even mention that to me, Medical? That's so fucked up. Have you thought, you know, this, I know you really have a lot of sentimental value to this. Have you thought of having it be crushed for others' enjoyment? But the money! What? What money? $500? That ain't worth it, bro. That ain't worth it, man. I can do a lot of other things for $500. I'd rather join the red light district and make more money and feel less crushed. I'd feel like I'd lose less a part of myself if I literally just went full on red light district than if I fucking sold my RX-7 to a monster truck rally for $500 and had to watch my beloved car be crushed by a fucking monster truck. You were off by 0? You were off by a lot more than 0. You said $10,000 initially, dude. $10,000? You're off by a lot, bro. You can Astra to a girl squad and con in PA. They have some fun with them. Maybe even kill some brain worms. With the girl squad? What is the girl squad? I was thinking about the big picture for it's $500. Bro, do some research. That shit's fucked up, man. It's literally like... What, you selling this painting? I know this is like your first painting you ever did and it's so special to you. But have you ever thought about selling it to somebody who wants to destroy it? Like, no! Why would I do that? And I would like to go up and visit like Maddie in Pennsylvania and everything. That'd be fun, but I don't know specifically what I would do. At Maddie, Peachy, and Soko's and friends. The problem is, I feel like I would probably, like, I love Maddie, but I don't really know any of the other people. Like, I know Maddie and Amoya, obviously, are up there, but, like, Peachy, I know Peachy, like, I know Peachy and Soko, I just don't know Peachy and Soko that well. I know that Peachy and Soko are also probably, I don't know if Soko likes me, that's another part of it. Soko is, like, very different than I am, and so is that whole kind of group. I don't know if I would fit in super well in that group. Again, I love Maddie, and I would love to play live with Maddie in a band. That would be awesome. But, I don't know if I would enjoy going to a convention with that group of friends. It's not to like. There's a lot of people who don't like me for various reasons. Particularly people who are very opinionated on certain things do not like me because I am also very opinionated on certain things, and that makes it go like this. Amoya, Maddie, Blossom, Soko, Yume, Peachy's in Texas though? Isn't Peachy like, doesn't Peachy do stuff with Cow? I thought that's what that was about. I really, honestly, I don't know any of those people very well, other than Maddie. I mean, I know Amoya, but Maddie is, like, I talk to Maddie a good bit. So, like, I know Maddie. Like, I feel very, like, a lot closer to Maddie than I do any of the others. Like, obviously, Maddie has, like, Blossom, right? That's Maddie's girlfriend, right? And so it's, like, obviously I know that, kind of, because I know that's her girlfriend. But I don't know Blossom that well outside of that, right? Like, I don't know them super well. Moya, Maddie, Blossom, Soka, Peaches in Texas, she lives with Cow. Peachy and Cow are buying a house together. Fucking lucky bastards. Cow is just so fucking lucky, man. All people in chat and other femboy streamers like you. Well, it's a lot of other people, like, I think a lot of people don't hate me necessarily, but I do think there's some people, like, I feel like it would be hard for me to get along with a lot of other femboys just because I have a very different personality. Like, I feel like, especially because, like, my opinions on certain things I'm pretty strong about, and I think that would just really create a lot of tension. Because, well, I'm pretty good at not, like, letting my opinions get in the way of relationships. A lot of other people, especially nowadays, are not good at that. And it's like, if you don't agree with them on certain things, they don't want to be friends with you kind of deal. That's Maddie right now if you'd like. Should you use a vacation? Well, I couldn't afford that right now, Cuddle Bear. There's no room in the budget for an impromptu Pennsylvania trip. Unfortunately, that is not in the cards right now, if I had to be honest. Even if I really wanted to, I don't have enough money to do that. Plus, if you're going to a convention, that also costs money because you gotta buy shit at the convention. You gotta pay to get into the convention. And then if I went up there, I'd have to have a hotel, I'd have to have a flight, I'd have to have, you know, I would have to go out every day, obviously. I wouldn't be able to, like, make food at home really easily. So I'd have to spend a lot of money. It would be a pretty penny to go up there, honestly. It'd probably be like $1,000 to do that. So it's just not something I'd do right now. She's just too cute? Oh, thank you. She's a unique femboy. I am a unique femboy. I'm a very unique femboy. And I have a very strong set of opinions that a lot of other femboys do not fucking jive with. Agree with me 100% or you are my mortal enemy. It's so sad, but there are so many people who are like that. And it's not even like it's a bipartisan thing too. It's like everybody on all sides. There are people who are like, what? You're a disgusting liberal. You're a commie. I can't associate with you. And then there's also people who are like, what? You're a conservative? What are you, some sort of fucking Nazi? I'm not gonna be friends with a Nazi. Like, literally like that. Like, people just fucking cannot, in their heads, accept that people can have different opinions and then not be, like, the worst version of that, right? And it's like, I know a lot of people don't like me for that. I'm gonna be honest with you, chat, I probably would have been a more popular femboy streamer if it wasn't for some of my opinions, if I'm being honest with you. If I didn't like these things so much, I bet you other femboys would be more jiving with me. But that's okay, chat. I'm not gonna change who I am to, you know, pander to other people. I think we could cover your costs if you're interested. I mean, maybe. If it was free, then yeah, like, I would have to just talk about it with, like, Maddie. I'd want to have, like, an open discussion with Maddie about it and, like, actually figure out logistics and details. Like, if that was a thing, like, if someone was just like, oh, I'll just pay for that for you to go up to a convention in Pennsylvania for a weekend, I'd probably do it. It's just, I'd have to talk to Maddie. Like, obviously, I wouldn't want to do it if Maddie and that whole group weren't into it. And so it's like, I'd want it to be, like, an open discussion and not just like, hey, I'm coming up there this weekend. We can hang out, right? Like, alright, well, wait a minute. It's like, Maddie has a job. Maddie is the responsible one and has an actual fucking job. My favorite people at cons are the girls selling frozen margaritas. I've only been to a couple conventions. Maddie says, sure. Would you set a donut goal to visit for her for a weekend? Maybe. I'd have to figure a lot more. I'd have to figure out exactly how much the donation goal would be, and it might be more expensive than we think. Just depend. We'd have to, like, go through the logistics of how much everything would cost. Unfortunately, lowest common denominator. Show more skin, get more fans. What? Finn likes guns and knives and something you could talk about. Well, Finn and I feel like Finn and I get along a lot. I feel like we're a lot more in tune, like, in that kind of way, where it's like, I don't think that Finster is the kind of person that would not talk to someone just because of their political beliefs, and I also don't think that Finster is the kind of person who is so enwrapped in politics that they can't be friends with somebody who doesn't agree with them. I feel like, unfortunately, a lot of femboys are that way, where it's like they're so engrossed, and their identity is so engrossed in politics, where if you don't agree with it, then they just literally can't have you in their life. Well, like, I don't think Finster's like that, and I'm definitely, like, I feel like I vibe with Finn a lot more on that kind of shit, you know, but... Y'all see Finn's face reveal? Yeah. 1,500 would do it well? Maybe. 'Cause remember, I have to pay bills as well. Hang out in Pittsburgh? And then I have to go to Pittsburgh. Ugh. Ugh. What convention would we even go to? Like, is there a specific convention that we'd go to? Is there one coming up? Like, I thought what is it, Steel City Con? I thought that just happened. Never heard Finn reject anybody like that about anything. Yeah, Finn's a pretty cool guy. Like, if you actually talk to Finn, he's actually a pretty chill guy. Or, you know, fanboy or whatever the fuck, whatever pronouns Finn is going with these days. But it's, yeah, Finn's chill. But there are definitely other people who are not as chill in the fanboy community. And they're definitely more like, if you don't agree with them, they're just really, really, really not jiving with you. Right? And some of them will, like, kind of pretend like they are, but you can tell they're just, like... Recently reaffirmed gender fluid this week. Huh. Honestly, like, I could go hang out with, like... If I could go to a convention with Finster, I think that would be a lot more fun. Because I feel like I could make some fun content. Like, I feel like that, content-wise, would just be a lot more entertaining. I feel like me and Finster have the most close, like identity on here. Like, I feel like the way our personalities are more close than any of the other fanboys. So I feel like if you got me and Finster and going to a convention, I feel like you could have some funny content. But obviously, Finster has travel restrictions, and so she is not able to do that. You know. I have to sign an NDA to hang out with Finn. I also feel like everyone wants to hang out with Finn. I feel like that's such a... I feel like you gotta, if you're Finn, you gotta start getting exhausted with that shit, right? Where everyone wants to fucking get to know you. Because Finn's obviously, like, the most famous one, so everyone wants a piece of that pie. So I don't really, like bother Finn with that kind of stuff, because I know Finn just gets it, like, all the time, so... TwitchCon EU, but that is happening in a few months. I would love to go to Europe, man. That would be fun. But that is, take that $1,500 and add a 0 to it, and that's how much that would cost. So, if I could buy a car for the amount of money that it would cost for me to go to a European convention. I could legitimately buy a car for that much money. We're to Italy in a couple weeks. You can come with it in my suitcase. Why are you moving to Italy? Out of all places, why Italy? Wild. I mean, I'm not like, judging, but I'm just saying, Italy? Out of all places, you go to Italy? I guess it depends on the part of Italy. There are definitely a lot of gorgeous parts of Italy, so... To escape Texas and to live free with my parents. Your parents live in Italy and you can just live there for free? Okay, well... Why were you living in Texas in the first place, then? Why would you ever choose to pay to live in Texas than to live in Italy for free? The only problem with Italy is that the economy in Italy is dog shit, and the Italy is like Italy is going through some shit right now. But like, if you can live there for free, like, no shit, that's a no-brainer, dude. Have you ever been to Italy? It's fucking gorgeous. It's like, my god. Have you ever been to Italy? It's like, you go to Italy and it's like, wow, why did anybody move from here to New Jersey? What was the idea behind that? They moved to the details. They moved from Dallas, where we lived the whole life the last month. Oh, so your family lived in Texas and then your parents moved to Italy? And so you could just move with them? I mean, that's easy. That's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer, of course. Yeah, like, 100% I would do that if I were you. But, why are your parents moving to... I mean, this is way not my business. This is way none of my business, but I'm curious. We're all texting and we're escaping. I see. This is kind of hot and flat, but most of Pennsylvania is mountainous and nice. They retired and they saved their money right. I see. That's my first femboy in Italy. Well, how about that? Italian Prime Minister's kind of hot. Yeah, but there's like a lot of problems with Italy. There's like a bridge that they're trying to build from Sicily to Italy. Like the mainland of Italy, and it's like, it seems like it shouldn't be a hard project to get done, but it is, and they've like the mob has been like involved with it, and like there's just a lot of corruption, like a lot of corruption in Italy, and Italian government is a very like, they had like during COVID they had like tanks rolling down the streets of parts of Italy. Like Italy is not a place I would move to if it wasn't free. Because, like, if it's free, like, Italy is gorgeous. Like, it's one of the probably the most beautiful places on this fucking planet. It's gorgeous. But if you're telling me I have to make money and pay rent and make a livable life in Italy, I would probably not. What mob? What do you mean? It's the mob. It's Tony. It's Tony. It's go down the 3rd Street, give me a hoagie, Tony. Maybe next week you come back here, we get to we'll make you a made man, Tony. We'll make you a made man. Hey, Mafia is not real. That's not true. What? What do you mean the Mafia is not real? It's not as powerful or as relevant as it was 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago. It was a lot bigger, but it didn't just go away. Like, the mob was real. It existed, and it still exists in still sort of exists. It's like the Yakuza, right? The Yakuza in Japan aren't nearly what they used to be, but they still exist. I mean, Mafia is not real. You're gonna be a maid. Hey, Tone, you made that. Yeah, give me some cavatelli. Hey, Tone, give me over here. Give me some gabagool. Hey, Tony. Have you ever seen Sopranos? I know the mob exists. I've seen Sopranos. Some cavatelli. Oh my god, I'm dead. Some cavatelli. You want some cavatelli? Cavatelli. What is the? Oh, it's the clip.
Madison, would you be willing to host Astra?
Hold on.
Madison, would you be willing to host Astra for a weekend? Oh, hell yeah. Without question. I would love to host Astra for a weekend. I would fucking love to host Astra for a weekend. Yo, if you can get Astra up here, like, she can stay as long as she wants up here if she wants to. I'm so fucking, like, down to do, like, any music collab with anyone ever.
Dude, I would
like,
love to do music.
I would fucking love for that to happen.
Oh, I want to do music.
If y'all can convince her to do it, do it.
I think, honestly, the convention idea is fun. Like, I would love to go to a convention with Maddie, and I'd love to do all that shit. But honestly, I really want to play with Maddie. Like, musically, I want to play with Maddie. Like, I would love to fucking go up there and do some fucking jam. Part of the problem is that there isn't, like, I don't know how I would get my gear up there. Like, I don't know how I could, I guess, travel with a guitar. But then I don't really have an amp that would work necessarily. But I would love, I mean, honestly, it's an idea. Like, we could do that, chat. Like, if we want to set up a donation goal, maybe we could. Because I would love to do it. Like, it would be a lot of fun for me. So it's like, I'm down, chat. If we can make it happen. Maddie not have a guitar? Maddie's a drummer. I don't know if Maddie has a guitar. And also, there's the other thing of Maddie not having an amp. So, I mean, I guess, like, maybe if the donation goal included a little bit of money so I could buy some gear up there, not like a fancy amp, but like a Roland Cube amp or something just loud enough that I could keep up. The issue is, like, if I, like, here, let me do some research here, chat. Let me, hold on. Wait a minute, chat. Let's see here. Let's go to Pennsylvania. Hello, Puck. Not Pittsburgh, Atlanta. What if I type in Pittsburgh, it goes to Atlanta. Pennsylvania, thank you. Let's do 40 miles. Apply. Let's see here. Hello, Puck. Bye, Puck. Okay. Oh, dude, look at this fucking WRX. Dog's Life on the PS2? Oh my god. Let me see. Okay, I could probably travel with a guitar. Like, I could probably bring a guitar up there, if I had to guess. Like, I could it's scary to travel with a guitar, but I probably have a guitar I could go up there with. But the main thing is the amp. Guitar amp. This one's $200, not bad. Is this a combo amp? It needs to be like a 50-watt amp, I think. Because if it's, the thing is, like, I gotta keep up with Maddie's drums. And if you've ever played live with a set of drums, they are really, really, really hard to keep up with. A lot, like, volume-wise. Like, it's very hard to, like, have, it's very hard to, like, keep up with the loudness of a drum set. You need an amp that can really push it. Like, I remember, when I used to be in that band, I would turn my amp basically all the way up. Because in that small room, the drums are just so fucking loud. Let's see here. Amazing. I'd buy this. 170,000 miles? How many does it need head gaskets? This is, yeah, that's a bit rough. I like it, but that's a bit rough, man. I know somebody who would lose their mind over that. Oh, look at that. That's fucking sick. $500. Oh my god, that's even cooler. Look at that. That's actually sick, dude. What the fuck? Why does this person have nutty toys? Jesus loves you big. Defund, disarm the what the fuck is this guitar, dude? I have another guitar that looks exactly like it too. But $40, I guess you could get both of these for $40, and that would solve the guitar issue and that would solve the amp issue in one go. The Vox looks pretty good. I wonder what amp, like what the I wonder what like watts that amp is. Because honestly, like this would be like what I actually would want to keep up with Maddie, is something like this. Like a 100-watt amp. Like this would keep up with Maddie's drums really well, but it's $200. So like this would be enough. I could probably fly up there with a guitar, and then this would be enough of an amp for me to like keep up with Maddie's drums. Otherwise, this this would work. I just don't know if it would be loud enough. 12-watt. The 100 watts. This is 12 watts. I don't know if this would be loud enough to keep up with Maddie. This one I don't know either, but you get the guitar and the amp for $40, so that's not bad. I don't know if the guitar is any good though. I have no idea. The multicolored fucking strings are crazy. Maybe if I bought it, I could buy a bunch of gay anime stickers and put it all over it, so I could go for a double sticker bomb. It's already been sticker bombed, but then I'll just do another sticker bomb. Because I don't like this guy's stickers. Oh my god, I could buy a Target checkout lane? Who buys this for their kids? Like, where are we at as a society where you're like, I know what my kid will want to play with. My kid definitely wants to pretend to have a minimum wage job. My fucking child definitely wants to roleplay having a minimum wage job. That sounds very good. I wonder, can you rent a guitar? I wonder if there's anything here that would be cheap enough if he's liquidating all of his shit. Guitar and amp rentals, Pittsburgh. Extra hits anything 9 to 5. Does Maddie have a place to shoot? Probably. You don't need to own any instrument to put incredible music. Demo instrument rentals are excellent way to save money and enjoy music. We went further than Pittsburgh to find professional quality instrument rentals. Do they rent shit? Can I rent a rig? Can I rent a setup? Honestly, that's the biggest part that I don't know how it would work. Like, I can get up to Pittsburgh, I feel like, just fine, but, like, I don't know how I would get my shit up there. You know what I mean? I don't know how that would happen. Sticker bomb, I hardly know her. Astra's a habitual window shopper. What's wrong with window shopping? I'm not buying anything. Krister may have a guitar and amps. Krister? Who's Krister? Maddie says as long as Astra wants a month later, Astra, I'm back from PA. What? As long as Astra wants a month later, I probably wouldn't stay up there for a month. A month seems like a long time to be up there. Maybe, you know what, chat? Maybe I'll go up there and we'll just be so locked in, and we'll just create an album in one fucking weekend, and we'll just like, we'll just immediately start touring, and Maddie will quit her job, and then we'll just start touring. Ship it up before you go. I would never ship my guitar. I would just take it, and like either I would just take it through TSA. And my big fear though is that like taking a flight with a guitar is always scary, because, and I've done it before, but ground control and TSA do not give a shit about your instrument, and they will throw it around and just beat the shit out of it. I have a guitar that I could, a beather guitar that I could probably use. I just don't want to. I don't really want to have my guitar get thrown the fuck around like that, if I'm being honest with you. But it might be the only way, because otherwise I'd have to buy a guitar. Unless Maddie has a guitar, or knows somebody who has a guitar that I could just borrow. I mean, maybe? I don't know. Maybe, was that clip, like, recent, or was that a long time ago? Because I'd have to talk to Maddie, like, current Maddie about anything. Pay for 2 seats, take it with you? I don't think you can do that. I don't think you can do that. I mean, can you take a guitar as a carry-on? Like, maybe I just have it be my carry-on. I thought Blossom played guitar. Does she? If I could just use Blossom. Well, maybe Blossom wants to also play, though. What if Blossom wants to play, like, rhythm? Or lead? What if we want to have 2 guitars? Can push them to night? Oh, shit. Well, there you go. Fuck, dude. The big deal is just getting the instruments up there. I would love to do it, though. Honestly, like, fuck. I want to play live again so badly. I would love to go up there and play live. I mean, not necessarily live, but just play with, like, a band. That'd be fun. That'd be a lot of fun. I don't know, chat. Chat, your job is to go figure out how to get a guitar and amp up there that could work with Maddie's setup. That's your homework, chat, before tomorrow. Blossom gives me bass player vibes? Maybe. Anyway, chat. I think I'm gonna end it here. I gotta go get McDonald's. I'm hungry. Knock on Matt. Is she streaming right now? Is she streaming? I'll just raid her if she's streaming. She is live right now. Okay, well, there you go. Raid. Medi. Button. Start raid. Hello? Am I live right now? I should be. Hello? That's so fucking annoying, dude. That's so annoying. I don't know if there's much point in raiding anymore. Well, I was gonna raid Maddie, but guess not. Alright, well, I mean, if anybody's here, go check out Maddie. Goodbye, see you tomorrow. Goodbye.